I'm screaming at the TV, get him. And she pop his ass and he locks a load on her ass like, motherfucker, get down on the ground. Get down now. Alright, y'all, what's up? This is Before the Storm. Shots Fired, episode 5. Let's just hop right into this. Alright, Alicia and Shamecka are both getting a ride, being picked up, I thought first by their prospective governors, but it turns out they were both going to this news broadcast where both of them were going to speak. In comes Pastor Janae. She in there with them, and they all going to sit down. Well, when Pastor Janae sits down, she asks Alicia how she was doing, but didn't ask Shamecka. I'm not like, what the fuck is that about, Pastor Janae? That's kind of rude and fucking insensitive. Well, Preston is running out in the woods and runs into Josh. I mean, literally, like, runs into Josh. And Josh is like, what the fuck is going on, right? So Preston's like, oh, my bad, dog. Somebody told me about this little route. It's just a coincidence that I ran into you. Josh is like, I don't believe in coincidence, homie. Come on now. He said, well, since you don't believe in coincidences, then why don't you tell me why Joey's weed ends up in Jesse's car? Why the fuck they keep calling it Joey's weed, I don't understand. Just because they have the same grade of weed does not mean that Joey is the one that gave it to Jesse. But okay, they're saying it's Joey's weed and how it ends up in his car. Josh is looking like, the hell are you talking about? But he says, I don't know. Go ask Breeland. He the one that was there. He the one that found the weed. Preston say, oh, so Breeland got your back then, huh? Josh is like, no, ain't nobody got my goddamn back. So Preston like, yeah, you know what? I understand. We alike, you know, being the only one of us in there. Josh is like, the only thing I know that we alike is that we both here to lock up both our brothers. That's the only thing that we got in common. We both locking up our brothers. Alicia and Shamecka is getting interviewed. Well, Alicia is getting interviewed pretty much by this reporter. And it seems so kind of one-sided. Like, when they're talking to Alicia, they are really trying to, like, get to know Jesse's character and to understand what type of good kid he really was. But when they address anything to Shamecka, if they address anything to her at all, it's always an attack on Joey's character, which she has to find herself defending. And Alicia peeped that shit, though. You know, she was like, look here, we supposed to be here talking about our sons, because they turned the whole doggone interview over to Janae and her supporting this prison initiative. And Janae is like, nah, I ain't have nothing to do with that. That's all Governor Eamon's thing with Arlen Cox. I forgot what type of group he is, but no, I didn't have anything to do with that initiative at all. Once they're done talking, you know, Alicia and Shamecka, they really can come to a common understanding, common ground. They both have lost their sons, and they both feel this intense pressure to make everybody else think that they're okay. So they suggest to each other, you know, well, Shamecka suggests to her, if you ever need somebody to talk to, you know, you can talk to me. You can call and reach out to me. I'm off on this such and such day. And Alicia was like, all right, you know, I see you and I see you, homie. She didn't mean it in an offensive way. It's just that she had some unsurety in her voice, and I really didn't know what was going on with that until later on in the episode. And I think I kind of understand now where she was coming when she kind of like dismissed them getting together, right? So Josh goes back to the station where he's sitting in the station, and Breeland comes in. He's like, hey, you know, I need to talk to you for a second. And Breeland's like, all right, cool, we can go talk. They go in the back. They go in the back for it. Ain't nobody up front. But they go in the back in this dark ass room. They don't turn no lights on. Again, a black man's arrest thing is on the screen. I said this in Rebel, and I'm going to say it here. They always make sure that they show black people getting arrested in these police stations. Okay? So anyway, he goes back and questions him. He's like, hey, where did the weed come from? Breeland's like, what the hell you talking about? He said, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Don't play games with me. Where the hell did the weed come from? Did it show up before I made the stop or after it happened? He said, well, did you check the car? He's like, you know damn well I didn't check the car. He says, you better watch what the fuck you saying to me. What the fuck you accusing me of. He said, because right now I'm the only motherfucker on your side. Don't bite the hand that feeds you. But Josh, you know, he don't budge. He like, no, motherfucker, I'm gonna ask you straight the hell up. Did you plant the weed in the motherfucking car? He said, I speak when I want to, not when I'm told to. He said that basically, did you fuck with my crime scene? And I'm letting you know right now that the chute was clean, and you know it was clean. So Breeland say, well, not without the evidence that I found. Whoa, 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 whoa. So the chute wasn't clean without the evidence? What the fuck evidence did you find, Breeland? Do tell. Do tell. So Josh, you know, Josh be kind of aggressive. He quick to nunchuck your ass. Josh pushed him up against the wall and he like, hey, hold up, hold up, hold up. So they gets to fighting. He say, I will drop all motherfucking dimes on your operation, homie. Please understand. You don't scare me. They get into this little tussle. They get back and forth, and they both pretty much handling themselves. They going back and forth. But Breeland kind of got the upper hand on him just a little bit. It almost like Josh gave up. So Breeland got the upper hand on him. He tells him, you better recognize who the hell your friends are in this situation. You know? Make sure you keep recognizing that. Let me go back for a minute, because I forgot to tell you that, like, okay, Ashe and Preston went over to Corey's. Well, not Ashe and Preston went to Corey's. That Ashe had a composite sketch of the man who supposedly shot Jordan, based off of what Corey's description is. And is it me, or did that sketch look like Arlen? Looked like Arlen to me. We're gonna come back to that, I guess, you know. But it looked like Arlen to me. So going through the records, Preston finds there's a name listed on these records that the officer himself, his name is Durkin, has magically disappeared. Nobody in the office know who he is, and don't nobody know where he went, so to speak. So he's the second name that's popped up in these records. They had another name that popped up, but it was A.D. Copel. And like, everybody, who the fuck, who is these people, right? So they decide to go investigate. They go out to the station house and they question the desk sergeant about who Durkin is. He gone. Well, where he go to? Out of his jurisdiction. You know, they acting real shady. He getting an attitude about him asking about this doggone officer. And so, come to find out that he transferred out, or got forced out, just 2 days after Joey Campbell was killed. And so, I decided, right at this fucking moment, I just decided I don't like Caleb. Caleb is the one that's Josh's partner. I don't like Caleb. I've been trying to figure him out. I've been trying to figure Breeland out. Still ain't quite figuring Breeland out. Breeland get on my damn nerves because Breeland, he's shady as a motherfucker. But Caleb, I don't know. Caleb seems too buddy with Breeland. And I noticed that Caleb, they had showed in the previous opening scenes that Caleb sat there and said he never had a tour in the houses. But when they was going through some stuff before, they kept saying that his name kept popping up on arrest things, and ain't he the one that busted? He ain't never had a tour. Never mind. I'm back. Let me go back. Preston stopped by Sarah's, and she is like up in arms because they're losing donors. The backlash from the town hall, you know, setting them off. In addition to what Pastor Janae said about the prison initiative, how she bad-mouthed it on the TV. It's really kind of making her donors kind of walk. So she's kind of up in arms. And Preston like, hey, look, you told me to come by here. So don't act like this is a bad time for you when you the one that told me to come by. So they get into a little tiff. They get into a little tiff because she tells him that he just needs to stay focused on the case that he showed up there for. And he was like, well, do you want me to do this, or do the governor want me? She's like, well, the governor, because they it was an odd exchange, and Preston was like, the fuck, you know. She gets a phone call and she walks out the room. While she walks out, Preston sits down on the bed, and the governor's donors list is on screen. And I'm looking at this list, and nothing jumps out to me. So I stopped and rewind, because remember I didn't watch it at 7. I stopped and rewind, and I stopped and rewind again, and I stopped and rewind again until I realized a name on the list. It's Copel. It said Dr. George Copel, though. It didn't say D.A. Copel. I'm like, but that name is what stuck out to me. So when Preston look at the list, he going through it, and then, damn, he stops on that name too. So I'm like, okay, right. My intuition was right, okay. So now I'm thinking, what the fuck is this? What the hell does Dr. Copel have to do with any of this? And my first thought is, oh my God, these motherfuckers body snatchers. They out here, or they snatching up black bodies from the houses to use for organ harvesting. That's my first thought. I'm like, what the fuck does the doctor have to do with this, right? So, Preston realized, though, that this Doc couple is the same mofo that was at the fundraiser that asked him to go golfing with him. And I'm thinking, no, Preston, that's the sunken place. Do not go to the sunken place. But he goes to talk to him at the golf course, and he doesn't go play golf with him. But he's questioning him about who the hell is, what is his nickname, DA? And he's like, what the hell are you talking about? You know, he basically questioned him in his investigation. And it don't lead him nowhere. It don't lead him nowhere but back to the governor's house. The governor calls him in and like, why you out here questioning my friends? So he like, you know, it got the response that Preston wanted pretty much. Because he's like, okay, if me asking him questions about his name and why does he use the name DA or whatever, if that rattled him so much that he ended up calling the governor, then we must be on to something, right? The governor calls Preston there, and she basically tells him, look here, you only here because I want you to be here. Okay, you need to stay focused on the task, and the task is Jesse Carr. So if you don't start keeping your focus where it's supposed to be, you're going to be on the next boat sailing back to D.C. Preston tells her, I ain't going nowhere until I figure out what the hell is going on. Pretty much. And Preston is so done with these motherfuckers telling him how to do his damn job. He keeps having to remind motherfuckers, he the boss in this situation. He ain't going nowhere. Make me governor. I was like, Preston fed up with it, baby. Preston is fed up with it. I'm like, I'm getting a whole new respect for Preston as these episodes go on. I tell you that much. So Preston and Ashe question Corey about whether or not Koppel is the shooter that he said. He says our old man shoot Joey. He was just dressed in a black commander outfit. He wasn't in uniform. And he confirms what Koppel said. It wasn't him. You're like, what the hell? Preston and Ashe like, come on now. But Preston mainly like, dude, come on now. You already not a credible witness. Check your factum. Let's get it straight. And he telling him, dude, no. He is not the same one. I am 100% sure. This is not the man that shot him. The other officer whose name on the list, they found him. His name was Durkin, and Ashe goes out there to talk to him. What she learns is that what Corey said was true. Koppel was not the DA that was on duty that night. So he's not the one that shot him. And he like, you don't even know what the fuck a DA is, do you? Come to find out, a DA means a deputy, or AD, not a DA, an auxiliary deputy. I've been saying that backwards this whole time. Why y'all ain't say nothing? But not sure what that really was at this moment. Okay. So Motor is holding a little speech in respect to Jesse Carr's death. And you got all people out there with the signs saying, what about Jesse? What about Jesse? Okay. While he's out here giving his speech, Pastor Janae rolls up, you know, with her crew, her handlers. She busts through the crowd, get up on stage, take over the mic, and basically speak her little piece. Now, Alicia is at home watching this on TV, but when the news reporter reports it, they're saying that Pastor Janae showed up and caused disruption and added more attention, but they don't speak to the fact that Pastor Janae's speech was about unity. She's saying, you shouldn't be shouting one boy's name without the other. If you're going to scream Joey's name, scream Jesse's name. If you're going to scream Jesse's name, scream Joey's name. We should all be together. We should all be about life together. And then she busts out, right? But Alicia didn't hear all that. She just heard that shit got disrupted. So Alicia goes out to Jesse's car. And she sits in the car. She starts it up. And you see all this carbon monoxide coming out the tank. Out the gas, the muffler. And I'm thinking, is she trying to fucking kill herself? And you see her passing out, and she look up, and she's, I don't know what the fuck she saw, but she started passing the fuck out, and I'm like, oh my God, she's about to kill herself. I'm stressing the fuck out right now. Then also she says, I can't. She turns the car off. So now it takes me back to when she was talking to Shamecka, and Shamecka was inviting her over to, like, you know, commune with one another, so they could be there for each other and support one another. And when she said, you know, by, you know, basically when she was like cutting it short. Now I now realize that she at that moment was like at her breaking point. She was gonna kill herself, but she decided not to. Thank you goodness, because I was like, no. Okay, so this show, baby, has got my emotions all in a frenzy. I'm telling you. So Janae goes to talk to the governor. I like saying governor. Goes to talk to the governor and tells her, look here, when you speaking about this prison initiative, leave my name out your mouth. I don't want to be associated with Arlen Cox. And the governor say, look here, I'm trying to avoid another Ferguson in our community. And Pastor Janae, like, do you ever think about the fact that I want another Ferguson? I was like, well, did she say that? But then I'm like, what kind of Ferguson did you want, Pastor Janae? I mean, there was a lot of wrong shit going on, especially with the pastors, but okay. She told her, though, I'm hoping she's saying, look, you all about compromise, and you not about to compromise our freedoms. That's not what you're going to do. We don't want to be bound by your politics. So, governor say, you know, I guess we done came to an impasse ourselves. We done came to the end of our journey together. So, good luck with that, Chills. You know what I'm saying? So, I'm starting to wonder, though, that Penn Motor, if him stepping back and allowing Pastor Janae to speak on the mic was like in semblance of Bernie doing that when the protesters burst the stage. So it's like Janae gonna like try to get with Bernie now, not Bernie, Penn Motor now, and support his side, or like what is she doing? She on TV blasting out the governor's prison initiative, and at the same time she's disrupting Motor's speech about Jesse. I'm not saying, again, she did interrupt it with a speech of unity, but it's still, you knew how that was going to play out in the news. Ashe and Motor, no, Lord Jesus, Ashe and Preston are about to go speak to the other AD. And while they're standing outside the building, the sheriff rolled up on them. I'm like, what the fuck? He's like, you ain't finna go in here and talk to him. That ain't what you finna do. And she's like, yeah, that's what we are. They found out, just by talking to the sheriff, that he got 4 ADs. Basically, 60-year-old rich white man. And Ash is like, what you doing? Giving them a gun and a badge and a VIP tour of the houses? And she said, tour. Caleb said he ain't never had a tour. That's what the fuck that meant. He giving these motherfuckers a tour of the houses. He prancing these rich white folks up and through that bitch like, what she say? Like they on a motherfucking safari and they looking for the hunt. That's what's going on. It like hit her. And she said, we out here looking at all these other people. We should have been looking at your ass. He said, look on. I ain't going nowhere. See what you can see. I was like, I'll be damn, baby. I'll be damn. These motherfuckers out here on the Hunger Games mission, hunting down our black asses, and they showcasing our asses. Like, you know, in Hunger Games, they rolled through in their little chariots, they had all the makeup and the stuff on, so everybody could bet on them and shit, who was gonna die next. Yeah, that's what these motherfuckers out here doing. Okay. They on a Hunger Game mission, prancing these motherfuckers through the town, through the hood, trying to take our asses out. I'm like, what the fuck? Now they got the right face to look at. And I was like, I knew that motherfucker had something to do with it. I knew it. I knew it. So they go to Ashe and Preston, and they outside of this little restaurant, and they're just having a talk. And they kind of get personal here for like the first time. They both said earlier that they want to keep their personal business out. She kind of tells him why she needs to go to D.C. because she got the custody hearing with her daughter Kai. And somehow in the midst of it, she asked him, well, what's up with you and Sarah? He's like he confused. Come on, Preston, you ain't stupid. So she said, yeah, so did you stop? She basically asked him the same thing that we all been asking since episode 1. Did you stop waiting on your Michelle and settle for Hillary? Preston got mad. He got offended and like, look, I'm just going to see your ass at Corey's house. So Ashe is driving down the road to go to Preston's, to meet Preston at Corey's. I'll be damned if she didn't get pulled over. She got pulled over. This motherfucking officer rolls up on her and says, you passed a yield sign. Where the fuck they do that at? Yield sign? Who the fuck gets pulled over for passing a yield sign? That bitch don't say stop. Yield means proceed with caution. The fuck you mean she passed the yield sign? Then he asked her what she drinking. She said, yeah, I had 1 beer. So now he want to do a field sobriety test over 1 beer? She was like, look, bro, this is what you could do. Here's my credentials. You know I'm an officer of the court. I'm an officer of the law. Let's do me a breathalyzer and get me up out of here. He was like, that ain't what we finna do. You need to get your ass out the car. We finna do this field sobriety test. She was like, look, you already got my goddamn credentials, so now she's getting a little mouthy, as we always will do. I'm here to tell you. So, they going having a little exchange of words, and she was like, I ain't getting out this damn car. I ain't doing none of that. He said, you better get your ass out before what did he say? He tells her, you better get your ass out this car before I light your ass up. So he snatched her arm and shit to pull her out the car. When he snatched her arm, she bites his ass. Get out. That's what I'm like, get out. I'm screaming at the TV, get out. And she popped his ass and he locks a load on her ass like, motherfucker, get down on the ground. Get down now. She complies though. She starts to get down on the ground. And he cuffs her ass tight. Cuffs her, pushes her up against the car. Then another cop car comes up, and it's Breeland. The Breeland say, oh, deputy, you can be on your little way. I got this. And so now Ashe is worried. Breeland waits till the cop pulls off, out of sight. He uncuffs her. He said, look here, I'm going to make sure this shit go away. I'm going to try my best to anyhow. And I don't like the way this is going. I'm sitting here thinking, why you want to make this go away, Breeland? What the fuck you got up your sleeve? You want to have something over her head. That's what that shit is about. You want to have something over her head. Then he gonna threaten her pretty much. He says, so you he popping the bullets out of her gun, telling her you failing to yield, you refusing the sobriety test. How he know she did all this? You doing this and doing that. It's damn sure gonna get your daughter Kai back. That's her name, ain't it? I said, this old sneaky motherfucking bastard. So now, no, she is shook. She is shook. I'm thinking, oh no, she ain't finna go down like that. She ain't finna be intimidated by that shit. But then when they show her on the next scene, she's going up to the house with Corey, and she makes sure she covered up her bruises on her wrist. And I'm like, oh, man, they got my girl. They got my girl. They show Sean with Shamecka, and he tells her that he has to write a story for school. And the story is about Emmett Till. Earlier, he's like, he was already feeling intimidated about doing this story because he's telling to a bunch of kids who ain't never heard of him. I'm sorry. I still don't understand why these white kids ain't never heard of Emmett Till. Whether they teaching that shit in school or not. It be all in the fucking news. It's all over the internet. There's no excuse for ignorance at this day and age. Not in 2017. There's no excuse. I ain't never heard of that before. Bitch, please. Bitch, please. You done heard about it before, but anywho. Okay, so he telling this story about Emmett Till, and he reading it to Shamecka, and the story about Emmett Till is in heaven. And he said he been there 60 years, and he finally got a new roommate. Shamecka like, this guy have roommates in heaven? That don't sound cool. But, you know, so, yeah, he got a new roommate, and his roommate name is Trayvon. I was like, oh, my heart just dropped when he said that Trayvon was his roommate. And I was thinking, I've heard this before. And it may not have been this exact story, but like during the time that Trayvon Martin was killed, a lot of poets were doing poems. And a lot of them were conversations with Emmett Till and Trayvon Martin. It just touched me in such a way. And so he's saying that he's telling Trayvon about how he was killed. What happened on the day he was killed. And while this is going on, like I say, Ashe is going into the house and she's hiding her bruises on her wrist from her cuffs. And Durkin is sitting in his truck and he's crying. Whatever it is eating the fuck away at him. And it just took me back to when Breeland went in there to talk to the sheriff. And he was like, man, the air is getting so thick around here with all these different cases and everything that's going on that it's making it really hard to breathe. And I kept thinking, this is what this episode should have been called, Hard to Breathe. The story ends with Trayvon opening the door for another new face that was coming through the door. And he was saying, the face was unfamiliar to both of them. And he asked him what his name was. And he said his name was Joey Campbell. Tears. I'm telling y'all, I was boo-hooing. I was straight tears, y'all, for real. I was like, I'll be damned. In my mind, I thought Mike Brown, because, you know, I always relate this to Ferguson. But I was like, shh. He said Joey Campbell. Shamecka just started crying. Tears started coming down. Then they cut to the scene. They showed that Dirk Gherkin has, he done took himself out. He drove himself into a damn lake and killed himself. And I keep thinking, hard to breathe. We just had Alicia almost want to attempt suicide on her own life. Hard to breathe. I'm telling you, that's what this episode should have been called. Josh is watching the news, and there's protests erupted out with Jesse Carr. And they got big posters and sign with his face up there saying he's a killer. Carrie walks up behind him, and it's like she can't even muster the emotion to comfort him in this moment. So all she could do was turn and walk away herself. Hard to breathe. And then there's protests at night in regards to Joey, just like Ferguson's protest. And then they cut to Ashe and Preston. And they got the picture of the 4 ADs that's supposed to be out there. And they're showing him to Corey, and Corey is like, I see him. I see him right here. He looks at the picture where there's 4 men standing in the foreground. And then there's Arlen, Ashe in the background. And I be damned if the person he said was the shooter was motherfucking Arlen. I knew it. I said it earlier in this. I told y'all it was Arlen. Woo! See, I be recording these episodes. I be taking my notes while I'm watching, not after the show is over. So sometimes I be answering my own questions by I get to the end. And at the beginning, I was like, that sketch looked like motherfucking Arlen. That sketch looked like Arlen, didn't it? I told y'all that was Arlen. I told y'all. So anyway, they cut to Pastor Janae's church. She's stepping outside, you know. And this car rolled up. It looked just like the governor's car, the same ones that picked up Alicia and Shamecka earlier. Open the door, and this motherfucking Arlen sitting there. She don't ask no questions. She don't tell no lies. She just sits her ass on down in there, and then the door closed. End scene. I'm like, what the fuck, Pastor Janae? What is really going the fuck on? Is she secretly working for Arlen to start with? Did she go there to disrupt the newscast and throw that little tip out there to get Governor Emmons off her game? And did she disrupt Motors to get him off his game? And she been working for fucking Arlen this entire time? Because you say you don't compromise. So what the fuck are you doing? What the fuck are you doing? As the president say, baby, we don't negotiate with terrorists. What the fuck are you doing, Pastor Janae? Somebody tell me something. Somebody tell me something. Shots fired, y'all. Shots fired before the storm. Y'all know what's coming. We only got 5 episodes left of this. Only 5 episodes left. See y'all next week. Peace.